there is a strange and heavy truth that so many of us know. A truth that lives in the space between the last dream of the night and the first conscious thought of the morning. It's the feeling of a weight settling on your chest before your eyes have even opened, a familiar dread that greets you before the sun has a chance to. What if that first waking moment, that sacred quiet threshold into a new day, didn't have to be a battleground? What if it could be a soft place to land, a moment of quiet neutrality or even peace? Over the course of our time together tonight, we will explore this possibility not as a distant dream, but as a gentle, achievable reality. We will walk a path of unlearning the automatic response of morning anxiety and begin, softly and kindly, to teach our nervous system a new way to begin the day, a way that is rooted in safety, calm, and the deep knowing that all is well. This journey begins not with effort, but with surrender. It begins with the simple act of allowing yourself to rest right here, right now, in this moment. As you begin to settle in, whatever that means for you, take a moment to feel the surface beneath you. Feel the gentle pull of gravity, a constant, reassuring presence holding you, supporting you completely. There is nothing you need to do, nothing to fix, nothing to figure out. Your only task for this time is to receive, to listen, and to allow the simple act of rest to be your medicine. As my voice becomes a steady companion in the background, give yourself permission to let go of the day that has passed. Every conversation, every task, every worry. Imagine them as leaves on a gentle stream, floating away from you, carried by a current of deep peace. Think about this for a moment. Right now, in this quiet space, you are part of a silent community. All around the world, in different time zones, under different skies, others are listening too. Some are listening in the deep velvet of late night, the city lights twinkling outside their window. Others might be in the hushed, pre-dawn hours, when the world is still and sleep has been elusive. Each person in their own space, yet connected by this shared intention. The deep, human yearning for a peaceful dawn, for a gentle start. You are not alone in this feeling, and you are not alone in this healing. So let that sense of shared journey be a comfort, a soft blanket around you. And now, let's bring a gentle awareness to the body. Without needing to change anything, just notice. Notice the points of contact between your body and the surface supporting you. Feel the weight of your head, the gentle curve of your neck, the broadness of your shoulders. If you find any tension there, just notice it with a quiet curiosity. Perhaps you can invite a little softness into that space. Imagine your breath, warm and kind, flowing directly to your shoulders. And with the exhale, a little bit of that tightness just melts away. There is no need to force it. It's just an invitation, a gentle suggestion to your body that it is safe to let go. Bring that same gentle awareness down to your arms, your hands. Notice if your fingers are curled or your fists are clenched. What would it feel like to simply allow them to open, to rest softly, to release the need to hold on just for tonight? And now, feel your chest and your stomach. This is often where we hold that knot of anticipation, that flutter of worry for the day to come. For now, just let your attention rest there, like a warm, compassionate hand. Breathe into that space, not trying to push the feeling away, but simply making room for it, allowing it to be seen without judgment. With each slow, deep breath, you are sending a message to your nervous system. The message is simple. In this moment, you are safe. In this moment, all is well. Let the breath travel down into your legs, feeling their weight, their connection to the earth, down into your feet, letting go of any urge to run, to move, to do. You have arrived. There's nowhere else you need to be. This time is a sanctuary. And within this sanctuary, we set a simple, powerful intention. The intention is not to fight anxiety. Fighting only creates more tension, more struggle. Instead, our intention is to create something new. We are planting a seed of calm, a seed of safety, a seed of a new possibility for your morning. Think of your mind and body as a beautiful, fertile garden. For a long time, perhaps without you even realizing it, the seeds of worry and stress have been planted there, and they have grown into a predictable pattern. The morning anxiety is simply the fruit of those old seeds. It is not a failing. It is not a weakness. It is simply a pattern, a habit that the nervous system has learned in its effort to protect you, to keep you prepared for perceived threats. And tonight, we honor that protective instinct. We thank it for trying so hard to keep you safe. And then, with immense love and gentleness, we let it know that its job is done for today. It can rest. In its place, we will plant new seeds. As you drift and dream tonight, your subconscious mind, the wise gardener within, will tend to these seeds. The words you hear, the feelings of peace you cultivate right now, are the water and the sunlight for this new garden. You don't have to consciously do anything. The deepest part of you already knows how to heal, how to grow, how to find its way back to its natural state of balance and ease. Your only job is to create the conditions for this healing. And you are doing that right now, simply by being here, simply by choosing to rest. The promise of a new morning begins here, not in the morning itself, but in the quiet, healing darkness of the night. It begins with this profound act of self-compassion, this decision to offer yourself a different path. It's like standing at the head of a river that has carved the same deep canyon in the earth for years. We are not trying to dam the river. We are simply digging a new, gentle channel for the water to flow. At first, it's just a trickle, but with time, with consistency, with kindness, that new channel becomes wider, deeper, until it becomes the river's natural course. This is the work we are beginning tonight, a gentle redirection of your energy, your consciousness, towards a new dawn. So as you settle deeper now, let go of any expectation. Let go of the need to get it right. Trust that something deep within you is listening. Trust that this process is unfolding exactly as it should. Your body knows how to rest. Your mind knows how to heal. Let yourself be held by this process, by the quiet of this room, and by the deep, restorative power of the sleep that is waiting for you. The journey to a peaceful morning has already begun. And now, as you continue to rest, held by the quiet of this moment, let's do something brave and gentle together. Let's turn our attention with immense kindness toward that feeling we've been discussing, that familiar morning nod. We are not trying to summon it or make it stronger. We are simply acknowledging that it is a known pattern, a frequent visitor for many of us. And tonight, instead of turning away from it, instead of bracing against it, we are going to create a safe space to simply witness it, to look upon it with curiosity, not with fear. So, I invite you to bring your awareness to your body, the wise and faithful vessel that carries you through your life. Just scan your physical form with a soft, gentle focus. Begin with your chest and your stomach. Without needing to change a thing, just notice what's there. Is there a tightness? A sensation of being clenched, like a fist in your solar plexus? Perhaps it feels more like a hollow ache or a cold, nervous flutter, like the wings of a trapped bird. It might feel like a humming, a vibration of unease that has no specific location but seems to permeate everything. Whatever your particular sensation is, just let your attention rest on it. There is no need to label it as good or bad. It is simply a sensation, energy, information. Breathe softly into that area. Imagine your breath is a warm, soothing light, and it can flow around the edges of this sensation, not to dissolve it, but just to hold it in a compassionate embrace. Now, bring that same gentle awareness to your throat and your shoulders. This is another place where the body holds onto the story of stress. Do you notice a tightness in your throat, a feeling of constriction, or a sense of weight on your shoulders, as if you are already carrying the burdens of a day that has not yet begun? Again, just notice. No judgment, no need to fix. This is the simple, profound practice of awareness. We are just acknowledging what is. This feeling, this collection of physical sensations, is a pattern. Think about that for a moment. It is a pattern. It is an automatic response that your nervous system has learned over time. It is a well-worn neural pathway. It arrives almost like a reflex, right at the edge of consciousness, as you transition from the world of dreams back into the waking world. It is so familiar that it can feel like it is a fundamental part of you, as essential as your own heartbeat. But it is not. It is a visitor, an old, habitual visitor who shows up at your door every morning, uninvited. For years, perhaps, your response has been to fight it, to ignore it, or to immediately get lost in thought to escape it. But what if we tried a different approach? What if we could learn to see it arrive and simply not open the door all the way? What if we could just observe it from the window with a sense of neutral curiosity? This is how we begin to create a little space, a little distance between you, the observer, and the sensation that is being observed. Consider this. You are the vast, open sky. Your thoughts, your emotions, your physical sensations, they are the weather. Sometimes the sky is clear and blue. Sometimes there are soft, puffy clouds. And sometimes there are dark, heavy storm clouds. The storm can be intense, with thunder and lightning. But the sky is never the storm. The sky is the container in which the storm happens. The storm passes. The sky remains. You are the sky. This feeling of morning anxiety is a weather pattern passing through. It might feel all-encompassing, but it is not you. It is an experience you are having. There is a profound freedom in this distinction. The shift from "I am anxious" to "I am noticing a feeling of anxiety." Can you feel the difference? One is a statement of identity. The other is a statement of observation. One is a cage. The other is a doorway to freedom. So, let's practice this right now. As you notice that familiar knot, that tightness, that flutter, can you say to yourself, silently, "I am the witness to this sensation. I am the space in which this feeling is occurring." This doesn't mean the feeling instantly disappears. That is not the goal. The goal is to change your relationship with it, to stop being at war with it, to stop identifying with it. When we fight a feeling, we give it our energy. We lock it into place. When we observe it, with a detached, compassionate curiosity, it begins to lose its power over us. It's like a shadow. When you run from a shadow, it seems to chase you. When you turn and face it, you realize it has no substance of its own. It is just an absence of light. We are turning on the gentle light of our own awareness, and in this light, we can see the pattern for what it is, a deeply ingrained habit of the body and mind, trying its best to keep you safe based on past experiences. It's an echo, a memory stored in your tissues. It is not a predictor of the future. It is not an undeniable truth about the day to come. It is simply old energy, old information, rising to the surface to be seen, and eventually to be released. So let yourself rest in this awareness. You are the silent, spacious witness. You are the calm at the center of the storm. And this knot, this familiar tension, is just a visitor passing through. You can watch it, you can feel it, but you do not have to become it. You are so much larger than this feeling. You contain it. It does not contain you. Let that truth sink into every cell of your body as you drift deeper and deeper into a state of profound rest, knowing that this simple act of witnessing is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward a new kind of morning. As we hold this physical sensation of the morning knot in our gentle, compassionate awareness, let's now turn our attention to its constant companion, the mind. For this knot of anxiety is rarely just a physical experience, is it? It arrives with a voice. It brings a torrent of thoughts, a mental chatter that can feel incredibly loud in the quiet of the morning. So, just for a few moments, let's become curious about the story this feeling tells. What are the thoughts that typically rush in alongside the tightness in your chest? Without getting swept away by them, see if you can just notice them, like watching words scroll across a screen. Perhaps the story begins with an immediate and overwhelming to-do list. The mind starts racing, cataloging every task, every appointment, every potential problem for the day ahead. It creates an instant sense of being behind before you've even had a chance to begin. It's a feeling of being avalanched by responsibility. Maybe the story is one of worry. The mind jumps to the worst-case scenarios. What if this happens? What if that goes wrong? It plays out future conversations and imagines potential conflicts, flooding your system with stress hormones for events that haven't happened and may never happen. It's a mind trying to control the uncontrollable. Or perhaps the story is one of self-criticism. The thoughts might be about past mistakes, replaying yesterday's errors, or perceived failures. The voice can be harsh, whispering that you're not good enough, not prepared enough, not capable enough to handle what the day will bring. It's a story of inadequacy that drains your energy before your feet even touch the floor. Whatever the specific content of your morning story is, the underlying theme is almost always the same. There is a threat, and I am not safe. That is the core message. The to-do list, the worries, the self-criticism, they are all just different dialects of the language of fear. They are the mind's attempt to make sense of the physical alarm bells that are ringing in the body. The body feels the knot, and the mind frantically searches for a reason, for a narrative that explains the danger. And here is the most crucial, most compassionate truth we can offer ourselves in this moment. This story, and the feeling that fuels it, is not a personal failing. It is not a sign of weakness or a defect in your character. It is a learned response from a nervous system that is trying, with every fiber of its being, to protect you. Think about the origin of this protective mechanism. Deep in our brain is a primitive structure, an ancient alarm system designed for survival in a world of immediate physical threats. This system is not designed for the complex, chronic, and often abstract stressors of modern life, like email inboxes, financial pressures, or social anxieties. But it does the only thing it knows how to do. It sounds the alarm. It floods your body with cortisol and adrenaline, tenses your muscles, and sharpens your focus for a threat, a tiger in the bushes that isn't actually there. The morning anxiety is this ancient system waking up with you. And because there is no visible tiger, your brilliant mind creates one. It makes the to-do list the tiger. It makes the difficult conversation the tiger. It makes your own perceived shortcomings the tiger. It does this because it is trying to help. It believes that by keeping you in a state of high alert, by forcing you to anticipate every possible danger, it is keeping you safe, and we must honor its intention. This pattern was likely born in a time when you genuinely did feel unsafe, a time when you needed to be vigilant, perhaps in childhood, or during a period of intense stress or trauma. Your nervous system learned that being hyper-aware was the key to survival. It created this pattern as a coping strategy, and it worked. It got you through. It kept you safe in the way it knew how. But now, the context has changed. The immediate danger may have passed, but the alarm system is still stuck in the on position. It's like a smoke detector with the sensitivity turned up too high, going off every time you make toast. The alarm is real. The feeling is real, but the level of threat is often misinterpreted. And so, tonight, we can begin to have a new conversation with this part of ourselves. We can gently let it know that its service is appreciated, but no longer needed in the same way. We can start to reassure it that right now, in this bed, in this quiet room, we are safe. And here, I want to pause and say something directly to you. The very fact that you are here, listening to these words, engaging in this process, is an act of profound courage. It takes immense strength to turn and face a pattern that is so powerful and so deeply ingrained. For years, you have woken up and endured this. You have gotten out of bed anyway. You have faced your days carrying this heavy weight. That is resilience. That is strength. Please, for a moment, let yourself feel the truth of that. You are not weak for feeling this anxiety. You are incredibly strong for having lived with it. And tonight, you are taking that strength and channeling it in a new direction. Not into fighting, but into understanding. Not into resistance, but into compassion. You are showing up for yourself in a way that is kind and healing. You are choosing to believe that a different kind of morning is possible, and that single choice, that single act of showing up, is the most important step of all. So as you rest here, let the stories and the thoughts come and go. You don't need to silence them. Just let them be part of the weather pattern passing through the vast sky of your awareness. See them for what they are, the mind's old habitual attempt to protect you. And from that wider, wiser part of yourself, you can just whisper, "Thank you for trying to keep me safe. But right now, we are okay. Right now, we can rest." As you rest in this space of gentle observation, allowing the feelings and the stories to be present without judgment, there is a fundamental truth that needs to be deeply heard and felt. It is this: you are not alone in this. The experience of waking up with that knot of dread, that immediate rush of anxiety, is one of the most common, yet least spoken about, struggles of our time. Right now, in this very moment, as you are lying here, there are millions of other people across the globe who know this feeling intimately. They know the tightness in the chest. They know the racing thoughts. They know the exhaustion of starting the day already in a state of depletion. Think of all the different homes, in all the different cities, under all the different moons and stars. In so many of them, there is a person just like you, yearning for the same thing, a peaceful start to the day. This is not some strange, unique affliction that you alone are burdened with. It is a deeply human response to living in a world that is often overwhelming, fast-paced, and demanding. Our nervous systems were simply not designed for the constant influx of information, the relentless pressure to perform, and the pervasive sense of uncertainty that characterizes so much of modern life. So, this pattern of morning anxiety is not a sign that you are broken. It is a sign that your nervous system is working exactly as it was designed to, but in a context that keeps it chronically overstimulated. It's a sign that you are a sensitive, feeling person navigating a complex world. And if you could, just for a moment, let go of any shame or self-judgment you might carry about this. Release the idea that you should be able to handle it better, that you should be able to just think your way out of it. Let that all go. It's like blaming yourself for shivering in the cold. The shivering is a natural, intelligent response of the body trying to generate warmth and survive. This anxiety is a similar kind of response. Your system is trying to protect you. The issue is not the response itself, but the fact that the cold of chronic stress never seems to let up. Let's also take a moment to truly validate the sheer exhaustion of it all. Can you acknowledge how tiring it is to start every single day in a state of fight or flight? To have your internal engine revving at top speed before you've even had a sip of water. That is an incredible amount of life force, of precious energy, that is consumed before your day even properly begins. It's like starting a long road trip with only a quarter tank of gas every single day. No wonder you feel drained. No wonder it can be hard to find joy or motivation. You are spending your most vital resources just getting through the first 5 minutes of being awake. This is not a sustainable way to live. And the part of you that is seeking a change, the part that brought you here tonight, knows this. It is the wise, loving core of your being, calling you back home to a state of balance and rest. So please, hear this with every cell in your body. You deserve to wake up feeling peaceful. Let that sentence land. You deserve to wake up feeling peaceful. This is not a luxury. It is not something to be earned. It is your natural state, your birthright. Calm is the baseline of your nervous system when it feels safe. Peace is the natural condition of your mind when it is not in a state of alarm. Somewhere, underneath the layers of learned stress responses and anxious thought patterns, that calm, peaceful center still exists within you. It has never left. It has simply been obscured, like the sun hidden behind thick storm clouds. Our work together is not about creating something new that you don't have. It is about gently clearing away the clouds so that the sun that has always been there can shine through once again. Think of it this way. A young child who feels completely safe, loved, and cared for does not wake up with anxiety. They wake up with a natural, open curiosity for the world. They are present in the moment. That state of open, peaceful presence is your original programming. It is the factory setting of the human nervous system. All the anxiety, all the tension, that is the software that has been installed over the years by life experiences, by societal pressures, by trauma. And the wonderful news is that we can update the software. We can uninstall the programs that are no longer serving us. So, as you lie here, feel that sense of connection to everyone else who shares this struggle. Let it dissolve the walls of isolation. You are part of a vast, unseen community of people who are all learning to navigate this together. And let the deep, resonant truth of your own worthiness settle into your bones. You deserve peace. You deserve a gentle start. You deserve to feel safe in your own body and mind. It is not selfish to want this. In fact, it is the most generous thing you can do. Because when you are able to access your own center of calm, you bring that peaceful energy into the world. You show up for your loved ones, for your work, for your life, from a place of fullness, not from a place of deficit. Healing yourself is a gift to everyone around you. So let this feeling of normalization and validation be a soothing balm. You are human. Your response is understandable. The exhaustion is real, and you are so worthy of a new beginning. Let this knowing carry you deeper into relaxation, deeper into the quiet, healing space where your body and mind can finally begin to receive the rest they have been craving for so long. There is nothing to prove, nothing to earn. You are worthy of peace simply because you exist. Now, as you rest in this space of deep validation and self-acceptance, let's take another gentle step. We've witnessed the sensation of the knot. We've observed the stories it tells, and we've acknowledged that this is a shared human experience. The next step is not to fight it or to force it away, but to learn how to hold it and then how to release it. This begins with creating a sense of safety. Imagine, just for a moment, that your own awareness can become a safe and loving container. Picture your hands, not your physical hands, but the hands of your consciousness. Imagine they are incredibly warm, gentle, and strong. They have the capacity to hold anything with infinite compassion. Now, in your mind's eye, I invite you to gently gather up all the energy of that morning knot, the tightness in your chest, the flutter in your stomach, the tension in your shoulders, and place it into these safe, loving hands of your awareness. You're not grabbing it or trying to control it. You're simply scooping it up as you would a small, frightened creature and holding it so you can see it clearly. Look at this energy you are holding. It might have a shape, a color, a texture. Perhaps it's a dense, dark ball, or a crackling, chaotic ball of electricity. Maybe it feels like a tangled knot of wires. Whatever it looks or feels like to you, just hold it. For the first time, perhaps, you are not inside of it, consumed by it. You are holding it. You are the container, and it is the content. This simple shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. You are creating a relationship with the feeling rather than being defined by it. As you hold this energy in the hands of your awareness, notice its qualities. Does it feel hot or cold? Heavy or light? Is it moving or is it still? Just be a curious, neutral scientist of your own inner experience. There's nothing to fear. It is just energy. It is just sensation. And you are bigger than the sensation. You are the one who is holding it. Now, let's bring the breath into this process. Your breath is one of the most powerful tools you have for communicating with your nervous system. It is the bridge between your conscious mind and the automatic functions of your body. When we breathe in a slow, deep, and intentional way, we send a direct signal to that ancient alarm system in the brain that says, all is well, you are safe, you can stand down. So, as you continue to hold this ball of anxious energy, I want you to begin to breathe into it. Imagine that your in-breath can travel right to the very center of that knot. Don't try to push it away. Instead, imagine your breath is warm, spacious, and kind. It flows into the dense energy and creates a little bit of space, a little bit of softness around the edges. With each inhalation, you are bringing compassion and presence directly to the part of you that is hurting. You are not abandoning it or fighting it. You are meeting it with love. You are saying, I see you, I feel you, I am here with you, and we are safe. And now, let's focus on the exhale. The exhale is the body's natural built-in mechanism for release. It is the physiological counterpart to letting go. So, as you breathe out, I want you to do it with a gentle intention of release. It can be a long, slow, quiet sigh, a feeling of a gentle surrender. With each out-breath, imagine that you are consciously letting go of a layer of the tension you are holding. Imagine the tightly clenched energy in your hands beginning to soften, to loosen its grip just a little. Breathe in, bringing space and compassion to the knot. Breathe out, releasing the grip, letting go of the tension. You can even give this energy permission to leave. Silently, in your mind, you can say, you have served your purpose. You have tried to protect me. Thank you. And now, you are free to go. I am safe now, and I release you. This is not about forcing the feeling to disappear. It's about opening the door and allowing it to leave when it is ready. We are not evicting it. We are simply unlatching the lock and letting a fresh breeze blow through the room. We are releasing the fear of tomorrow, which is what this knot is truly made of. It's an accumulation of unbreathed fears about a future that does not yet exist. And the exhale is the tool that brings you back to the only moment that is ever real. This moment right now. In this moment, as you breathe, you are safe. In this moment, you are at peace. Let's continue this for a few more cycles. Inhale, a wave of calm and spaciousness flowing directly into the heart of the tension. Exhale, a wave of release, carrying away what is ready to be let go. Feel the muscles in your body responding to this process. Feel your shoulders dropping an inch further. Feel the muscles in your jaw beginning to unclench. Feel the softening in your belly. Your body knows how to do this. It knows how to release. You are simply giving it the permission and the focused attention it needs to activate its own innate healing intelligence. This is a practice of profound self-compassion. It is the act of turning toward your own discomfort with kindness rather than aversion. And every time you do this, you are carving a new neural pathway in your brain. You are teaching your nervous system a new way to respond to stress. You are building the inner muscle of resilience, one gentle breath at a time. So let yourself sink into this rhythm, the gentle ebb and flow of your breath, inhaling peace, exhaling tension, allowing the tightly wound knot of energy to slowly, gently, and lovingly unwind. There is no rush. There is no destination. There is only this moment, and this breath, and the powerful, healing permission to let go. As we continue this gentle process of release, let's deepen our conversation with the body. For so long, the body has been the silent bearer of this tension, the place where the morning anxiety takes up residence. Tonight, we shift that dynamic. We begin to see the body not as a source of problems, but as a wise and faithful ally on this journey of healing. So, let's speak to it directly with the language of gratitude and reassurance. You can do this silently, in the privacy of your own mind. Find the part of your body where the tension has been most pronounced, your stomach, your chest, your shoulders, and offer it a message of thanks. It might sound something like this: "To my body, thank you. Thank you for working so hard to protect me. I know that this tension, this knot, has been your way of trying to keep me prepared, to keep me safe from harm. I see now that you have been holding this state of high alert for me for a very long time. And I am so grateful for your loyalty and your tireless effort. But tonight, I want to let you know that we are safe. Right here, in this moment, there is no threat. There is no danger. The battle you have been preparing for is not coming tonight. So you can stand down. You can rest. You have my full permission to let go of this tension. It is safe to relax now." Feel the resonance of that message. It's a message of peace, a truce declared in a long and wearying inner war. You are gently renegotiating your contract with your own nervous system, shifting it from one of constant vigilance to one of conscious rest and repair. To understand this process of release more deeply, let's use a simple but powerful analogy. I invite you now to make a fist with one of your hands. Go ahead and clench it, not painfully, but firmly. Squeeze it tight. Feel the tension in your fingers, in your palm, in your wrist, even up into your forearm. Notice the energy it takes to hold this clenched state. Notice the rigidity, the lack of flow. This clenched fist is a perfect metaphor for the way your nervous system holds on to anxiety. It is a state of contraction, of bracing, of holding on tight in anticipation of a blow. Now, very slowly, very intentionally, begin to uncurl your fingers. One by one. Feel the moment the tension begins to shift. Feel the profound, almost surprising sense of relief as your fingers straighten and your palm opens. Let your hand rest now, completely open and soft. Notice the difference. Notice the warmth that might be returning, the gentle tingle of blood flow and energy moving freely again. This feeling of release, this is what we are inviting into your entire body. The anxiety is the clenched fist. The peace we are cultivating is the open hand. For so long, your system has been clenching automatically, without your conscious permission. Tonight, we are consciously, lovingly choosing to open the hand. We are remembering that release is an option. It is a choice we can make. And the more we practice this choice, the easier it becomes, the less automatic the clenching will be. Now, let's apply this directly to the core reason for the clenching, the overwhelming need to solve tomorrow's problems tonight. This is one of the biggest drivers of the morning knot. The mind believes that if it can just think hard enough, plan enough, worry enough, it can control the outcome of the day to come. It's a noble effort, but it's ultimately futile, and it comes at the cost of your peace. So, right now, let's consciously release the day before it begins. Imagine all the tasks, the worries, the potential challenges of tomorrow. See them not as a terrifying avalanche, but as a collection of items. Perhaps they are stones you are carrying in a heavy bag. For tonight, you are going to set the bag down. You are not abandoning it. You are not pretending the stones don't exist. You are simply making a conscious decision that you will not carry this bag while you sleep. Sleep is for restoration. Sleep is for healing. You cannot carry a heavy bag and get the deep, restorative rest you need. So, in your mind's eye, find a safe place to leave the bag. Perhaps it's by the door, or in a locked chest, or on a peaceful shore where the waves can wash over it. As you set it down, make a promise to yourself. I will pick this up tomorrow at the appropriate time, when I am rested and resourceful. I do not need to carry it now. For tonight, my only job is to rest. Feel the lightness that comes with this decision. Feel the space it creates in your mind and in your body. By releasing the need to solve tomorrow's problems tonight, you are reclaiming your right to this present moment. You are affirming that your peace right now is more important than your worry about a future that has not yet arrived. This practice of unlearning tension is a profound act of trust. It is trusting that you will have the resources you need to meet the challenges of tomorrow when tomorrow actually comes. It is trusting that a rested mind and a calm nervous system will be infinitely more effective and creative at problem solving than an exhausted, anxious mind. You are not giving up. You are wisely conserving your energy. You are choosing to face the day from a place of fullness, not from a place of preemptive depletion. So let that feeling of the open hand, of the bag set down by the door, permeate your entire being. Let every muscle, every cell, every fiber of your body receive this message of release. The clenching is over. The bracing can stop. It is safe to be soft. It is safe to be open. It is safe to rest. As you sink deeper into this state of release, feeling the profound relief of the uncurling fist and the bag set gently aside, let's anchor ourselves in a core reframe, a shift in understanding that can change everything. It is a simple but revolutionary idea. This anxiety is a pattern, not your identity. Let that sink in. It is not who you are. It is something your nervous system does. Think of a river. Over thousands of years, a river carves a deep, definite path in the stone. The water flows through this channel automatically, without thought, because it is the path of least resistance. It has become a powerful habit of the landscape. That deep channel is like the neural pathway for anxiety in your brain. Through repetition, every morning of bracing, every night of worry, that pathway has become deep and well-worn. So, when you wake up, your consciousness, your energy, flows into that channel automatically. It feels inevitable, as if it's the only path the river can take. But it is not. What we are doing here, tonight, through this gentle process, is beginning to redirect the water. We are not trying to build a giant dam to stop the river, which would be exhausting and ultimately ineffective. Instead, we are using the soft, persistent power of our attention to encourage a new path. At first, it's just a small trickle, a tiny new stream branching off from the main current. It might not seem like much, but every time you practice awareness, every time you choose to breathe and release, every time you remind yourself that you are safe, you are making that new channel a little wider, a little deeper. And over time, with gentle persistence, more and more of the river's energy will begin to flow down this new path of calm, this new path of peace, until it becomes the dominant current. The old channel will still be there, but it will become shallower, less powerful, and the water will no longer rush through it with such force. This is how change happens, not through force, but through gentle, consistent redirection. This analogy is so important because it helps us to separate our true self from the pattern. You are not the riverbed. You are the water. You are the life force, the consciousness that flows through the patterns. And while the patterns have been deeply ingrained, you have the power to choose a new direction. This leads us to a crucial shift in the language we use with ourselves. For so long, the thought may have been, I am anxious. It's a statement of identity, of being. It's like saying, I am the riverbed. It feels permanent, solid, unchangeable. I want to invite you to gently, consistently begin to change that language to, I am experiencing anxiety, or I am feeling sensations of anxiety, or I am noticing anxious thoughts. Can you feel the immense freedom in that shift? I am experiencing implies that it is a temporary state, a weather pattern passing through. It creates an immediate distinction between you, the one who is experiencing, and the experience itself. You are the observer, the witness, the calm center. The anxiety is the event that is happening in your field of awareness. This is not just a clever word game. It is a fundamental reprogramming of your relationship with the experience. When you say, I am anxious, you merge with the feeling completely. There is no space. You become the storm. When you say, I am experiencing anxiety, you create a pocket of air, a space of awareness between you and the storm. And in that space lies your power. In that space, you can breathe. In that space, you can make a choice. You can choose to engage with the anxious thoughts, or you can choose to let them pass. You can choose to tense up against the physical sensations, or you can choose to soften around them. That space is your freedom. So, let's affirm this new understanding, this deeper truth about who you are. Underneath all the patterns, underneath the well-worn channels of worry and fear, you are whole, calm, and complete. This is not something you need to achieve or build. It is the fundamental nature of your being. It is the bedrock that was present before the river of experience began to carve its channels. It is the vast, silent, peaceful sky that holds all the weather. Your wholeness is not diminished by the presence of anxiety, just as the sky is not broken by a thunderstorm. Your inner peace is not destroyed by anxious thoughts, just as the sun is not extinguished when it is hidden by clouds. It is always there, waiting patiently for you to remember it, to return to it. This is a profound act of remembering. It's remembering that your identity is not defined by your struggles. Your worth is not measured by your emotional state. You are a vast, resilient, and resourceful being who is simply navigating a challenging human experience with a nervous system that has learned some unhelpful habits. And that's okay, because habits can be unlearned. Patterns can be reshaped. The river can be guided into a new, more life-giving course. So as you drift now, let this truth permeate your subconscious mind. Let it sink deep into the soil where new beliefs can take root. The message is simple and clear. The anxiety is a pattern, a habit, a visitor. It is not you. Underneath it all, you are, and have always been, whole and at peace. Let your mind and body rest in the deep comfort of this truth. Now that we have established this new foundation, the understanding that anxiety is a pattern, not your identity, we can begin the beautiful work of planting seeds for the morning. As you drift in this deepening state of relaxation, your conscious, analytical mind is beginning to quiet down. This is a precious time because it allows us to speak directly to the subconscious, the vast, powerful, and receptive part of you that governs your automatic habits, your beliefs, and your bodily functions. The subconscious mind doesn't operate on logic. It operates on images, feelings, and suggestions. And tonight, we will offer it a new set of suggestions, a new blueprint for what morning can feel like. So, let go of any effort to listen closely. Just allow these words to wash over you, like a gentle rain falling on fertile ground. Your deeper mind will hear and understand everything it needs to. Let's begin by painting a picture of a different kind of morning. We are not aiming for a morning filled with overwhelming joy or excitement. That can feel like too big of a leap. Instead, we are planting the seed of neutrality, the seed of gentleness, the seed of quiet curiosity. Imagine, just for a moment, the experience of waking up and feeling nothing in particular. No dread, no knot, no rush of worry. Just a simple, quiet transition from sleep to wakefulness. Imagine your eyes opening slowly, and the first feeling is simply the softness of your pillow, the comfortable weight of your blanket. The first sound is not the alarm in your head, but perhaps the quiet hum of the house or the distant sound of birdsong. The first thought is not a to-do list, but a simple, neutral observation. I am awake. That's it. A moment of pure, uncomplicated presence. Can you imagine what that would feel like in your body? A body that is not instantly flooded with cortisol. A chest that remains open and soft. A stomach that is calm and at ease. This is not an absence of feeling. It is the presence of peace. The presence of a baseline calm that is your natural state. Now, let's plant another seed, the seed of gentle curiosity. Imagine waking up with a soft sense of wonder, not about the day's tasks, but about the simple miracle of a new day. A curiosity about what the light will look like through your window. A curiosity about the taste of your first sip of water. A curiosity about the feeling of your own breath moving in and out of your body. This is a state of gentle, open awareness, free from the pressure of expectation or the weight of past experience. It is the beginner's mind, greeting the day as if for the first time. We are suggesting to your subconscious that this is a possible and even preferable way to begin. We are offering it a new option, a new path for the river of consciousness to flow down upon waking. To help your subconscious mind integrate these new possibilities, let's use the analogy of a garden. Your subconscious mind is like the most incredibly rich and fertile soil. For a long time, the seeds of worry, stress, and fear have been planted in this garden, perhaps unconsciously, and they have grown strong, deep-rooted plants that produce the familiar fruit of morning anxiety. Tonight, we are not trying to rip these old plants out by the roots. That would be violent and disruptive. Instead, we are simply choosing to plant new seeds alongside them. As you rest here, as you sink into sleep, you are planting seeds of peace, seeds of safety, seeds of neutrality, seeds of gentle curiosity, and seeds of calm. The words you are hearing, the peaceful feelings in your body right now, the intention you have set, these are all potent, life-filled seeds. And here is the most beautiful part of this process. You don't have to do the gardening work consciously. There is a wise and ancient gardener that lives within you. Call it your inner wisdom, your higher self, your soul. This inner gardener knows exactly how to tend to these new seeds. Throughout the night, as you sleep and dream, this part of you will be at work. It will water the new seeds with the healing power of restorative sleep. It will make sure they get the sunlight of your deep intention for peace. It will gently loosen the soil around them, allowing their roots to grow deep and strong. And as these new plants of calm and peace begin to grow, they will naturally, gracefully, begin to change the entire ecosystem of the garden. They will draw sunlight and nutrients, and over time, the old thorny plants of anxiety will have less space, less energy. They will begin to wither, not because you fought them, but because you cultivated something more beautiful, more life-giving in their place. This is the gentle, compassionate way of transformation. It is not a battle. It is an act of cultivation. So, all that is required of you right now is to trust. Trust in the fertility of your own subconscious soil. Trust in the power of the seeds we are planting tonight. And most of all, trust in the profound wisdom of your own inner gardener. This part of you has been waiting for this. It has been waiting for you to consciously choose a new crop, to consciously desire a new landscape for your inner world. And it is ready and eager to do the work. So let go. Surrender to this process. Know that as you drift off to sleep, a quiet, powerful, and loving transformation is taking place within you. You are not just resting. You are actively, though effortlessly, participating in the creation of a new morning. As the seeds of a peaceful morning settle into the fertile ground of your subconscious, let's now speak directly to the part of you that stands guard, the part that holds the tension. Let's speak to your nervous system. We won't use complex ideas or philosophies. We will use the simple, soothing language that the most ancient parts of your brain understand, the language of safety, security, and calm. So just allow your body to listen. Allow every cell to absorb these messages like a thirsty plant absorbing a gentle rain. Right now, in this moment, you are safe. Let that feeling of safety begin to spread through you. It starts as a feeling of warmth, perhaps in the center of your chest, a gentle, glowing warmth that has nothing to do with the temperature of the room. It is the warmth of inner security. Feel this warmth spreading outwards from your heart, flowing down into your stomach, softening and soothing the place where the knot of anxiety often lives. The message is simple. All is well in this moment. Let this warmth and this message flow down into your legs, all the way to the tips of your toes, releasing any need to run, any feeling of restlessness. Your legs can be completely at rest, heavy and relaxed, because there is nowhere you need to go. You have arrived in a place of perfect safety. Feel the warmth spreading up from your chest, into your shoulders, melting away the weight you have been carrying. Let your shoulders feel light and free. The message echoes softly. You are safe right now. Let this feeling of deep security flow down your arms, into your hands. Your hands can be open and soft, because there is nothing to fight, nothing to defend against. All is well in this moment. And now, let the warmth flow up into your neck and your jaw, releasing any hidden tension, and into your face, smoothing the muscles around your eyes and your forehead. Let your entire head feel as if it's floating on a calm, peaceful sea. You are safe. All is well. Think of the part of your mind that is always on alert. It's like an inner watchtower, a diligent sentinel that is constantly scanning the horizon for any sign of danger. This part of you has been working overtime, perhaps for years. It has rarely, if ever, had a true moment of rest. It believes its constant vigilance is what keeps you alive. And so, we must approach it, with immense gratitude and gentleness. Let's send a message directly to this inner watchtower. You can visualize it if you like. A dedicated guard, tired but resolute, standing at their post. Silently, from the wiser, calmer part of yourself, send this message. Thank you. Thank you for your incredible dedication. I see how hard you have been working to protect me. Your service has been invaluable. But for tonight, your watch is over. I am here now. The wise, adult part of me is in charge. I have secured the gates. I have checked the perimeter, and I can confirm with absolute certainty that we are completely safe here. You can stand down. You can come down from the tower. You can rest. I will keep watch. You can trust me. It is time for you to have the deep, restorative sleep you have earned. We will be safe through the night. Rest now. Rest. Feel the profound relief that comes with this message. Imagine that diligent sentinel finally, gratefully, laying down their weapons, descending from the cold stone tower, and finding a warm, comfortable bed. This is the inner peace we are cultivating. It's a state where all parts of you are in alignment, trusting in the safety of the present moment. To deepen this sense of security even further, let's create a cocoon of protective light. Imagine a warm, beautiful light beginning to glow around you. It can be any color that feels safe and comforting to you. Perhaps a soft, golden white, or a calming, gentle blue. This light originates from your own heart, your own core of peace, and it expands outwards, completely surrounding your body. It forms a gentle, shimmering bubble, an egg of pure, protective energy. This cocoon is permeable to love, to peace, to healing, but it is completely impermeable to anything else. No worry can enter. No fear can penetrate its luminous boundary. No stress from the outside world can reach you here. Within this cocoon, you are in your own private sanctuary. It is a space of absolute safety, created by you, for you. Feel the gentle hum of this protective light. Feel its warmth on your skin. Know that it will remain around you all through the night, keeping you safe, holding you in a perfect embrace as you drift and dream. This light is a visual representation of your own innate resilience, your own inner strength. It's a reminder that the deepest source of safety does not come from the outside world, but from the connection to the calm, steady center within yourself. Let your body relax completely into this feeling of being held, of being protected. There is nothing you need to do to maintain this light. It is self-sustaining, powered by your intention for peace. Your only job is to receive its comfort, to allow its security to sink into the deepest layers of your being, reassuring every nerve, every cell, that it is profoundly and completely safe to let go. Safe to surrender, safe to drift into the deepest, most healing sleep you have had in a very long time. The guard is at rest. The cocoon is secure. All is well. As you rest within your cocoon of protective light, feeling profoundly safe and held, let's embark on a gentle journey of remembrance. For the peace we are seeking is not a foreign land we must discover. It is our homeland, a place we have known before. The capacity for calm is not something you need to build from scratch. It is an inner resource that is already part of you, waiting to be reclaimed. So often, when we are caught in a cycle of anxiety, our minds develop a kind of amnesia. We forget what it even feels like to be truly at ease. The state of tension becomes so normal that we can't imagine an alternative. Tonight, we will gently remind the body and mind of what they already know. we will access the felt memories of peace that are stored within you. I invite you to let your mind drift back, not to a major life event, but to a very simple, ordinary moment of peace. Don't strain or search for it. Just let an image or a feeling arise naturally. Perhaps it's the memory of the warmth of the sun on your skin on a beautiful day. Can you feel that warmth right now? Not just remember it, but actually feel the sensation of gentle, penetrating warmth on your face, your arms. Feel how your body instinctively softens and relaxes in response to that warmth. That feeling is peace. It is stored in your cellular memory. Maybe the memory that comes is the feeling of a soft, heavy blanket being pulled up to your chin on a cold night. Can you recall that specific sensation of comfort, of being tucked in and secure? The feeling of coziness, of being perfectly sheltered from the outside world. Let your body feel that sense of being swaddled and safe right now. That is a memory of calm, and it lives within you. Perhaps the memory is a sound. The gentle, rhythmic sound of rain falling outside your window while you were warm and dry inside. Remember that soothing, repetitive sound, the way it seemed to wash the world clean and create a sense of deep tranquility. That auditory memory of peace is a resource you can access anytime. Or maybe it's the feeling of a genuine, heartfelt hug from someone you love and trust. Remember the feeling of their arms around you, the sense of being completely accepted and supported in that moment. That feeling of connection and safety is a powerful anchor to peace. It could be the taste of a perfectly ripe piece of fruit or a warm cup of tea held in your hands. It could be the sight of a beautiful sunset, the feeling of sand between your toes, or the deep, quiet stillness of a forest. Whatever simple memory arises for you, let yourself enter into it fully, just for a moment. Engage your senses. What did you see? What did you hear? What did you feel in your body? Let the physical sensation of that past moment of peace become present for you right now. As you do this, you are activating a different neural pathway. You are reminding your brain and your body that they know how to feel this way. You are demonstrating to your nervous system that the state of high alert is not the only option. The state of calm, ease, and gentle presence is also a part of your vocabulary. It is a language you have not lost, but have simply forgotten you speak. This is the profound truth of inner resources. You are not an empty vessel that needs to be filled with peace from the outside. You are a vast reservoir, and within you are all the memories, all the experiences of calm, joy, and safety you have ever had. They are not gone. They are simply dormant, waiting to be reactivated. Every time you consciously recall a memory of peace, you are strengthening that connection. You are making it easier to find your way back to that state the next time you need it. You are reclaiming your own history of well-being. This is an act of profound self-empowerment. It is a declaration that your past struggles do not define the entirety of your experience. You have also known peace. You have also known safety. You have also known moments of simple, uncomplicated joy. And these experiences are just as real, just as valid as the experiences of anxiety. Let's anchor this with a simple affirmation that you can let sink deep into your being. The affirmation is this: I have known peace before, and that peace is still a part of me. Let that resonate. I have known peace before, and that peace is still a part of me. It is not lost. It is not broken. It is a fundamental part of your makeup. It is a resilience that is woven into the very fabric of your being. Humans are designed to return to homeostasis, to a state of balance. Calm is your baseline. Peace is your center of gravity. Anxiety is the temporary turbulence. And you are remembering right now how to find your way back to that still, quiet center that has always been there, patiently waiting for your return. So as you continue to drift, let the feeling of that simple, peaceful memory you chose be your companion. Let it be the gentle current that carries you towards sleep. You are not reaching for something outside of you. You are simply coming home to a part of yourself that has been there all along. You are remembering who you are beneath the noise and the patterns. You are remembering the peace that is your birthright. As the felt memory of peace settles into your body, becoming a warm and present reality, let's use this state of deep calm to gently rewrite tomorrow's first moment. This is a practice known as future pacing, where we lovingly and intentionally create a new template, a new path for our mind and body to follow. We are not trying to control the future, but to offer a gentle, compelling invitation to our nervous system. So, in your imagination, allow yourself to drift forward through the peaceful sleep you are about to have. Imagine hours of deep, restorative rest, where your body is repairing itself and your mind is integrating these new messages of safety and calm. Now, gently bring your awareness to the moment just before waking, the very edge of consciousness. Imagine it not as a sharp cliff you fall off of, but as a soft, gentle shoreline where the ocean of sleep meets the land of wakefulness. And now, let's walk through the first few seconds of your next morning in a new way. Imagine your eyes are still closed. The first glimmer of awareness begins to dawn. But this time, instead of being met by that familiar, jarring knot of anxiety, you are met with a feeling of quiet neutrality. Just for a moment, feel that in your body. The absence of the clench, the absence of the rush. There is just stillness, a blank canvas, a quiet, peaceful space. Feel your chest remain soft and open. Feel your stomach stay calm and settled. There is no story yet, no to-do list, no worry. Just the simple physical sensation of being in your body, resting in your bed. Now, imagine your eyes gently opening, not being forced open by an alarm, but fluttering open softly, naturally. The first thing you notice is the quality of the light in your room. You simply observe it with a sense of neutral curiosity. You notice the sounds around you, not as demands on your attention, but as a simple part of the morning soundscape. You take your first conscious breath of the day, and as you breathe in this feeling of calm neutrality. As you breathe out, you feel your body sinking even more deeply into the comfort of your bed, rather than tensing up to leap out of it. This new first moment is not about forcing happiness or positivity. It is about reclaiming a moment of peace before the mind stories begin. It's about establishing a new baseline, a new starting point. From a place of neutrality, you can choose how your day begins. From a state of anxiety, the choice has already been made for you. So we are creating a choice point. We are creating a sacred pause between sleep and the full engagement of the thinking mind. Now, let's anchor this new experience. We need to create a link between the calm you are feeling right now, in this moment, and that future moment of waking. As you continue to feel the deep peace and safety that surrounds you, I want you to gently place a hand over your heart. Feel the warmth of your own touch This physical sensation will become our anchor. As you hold your hand on your heart, infuse this touch with all the feelings you are experiencing now: the safety, the calm, the release, the peace. Let your hand become a conduit for this peaceful energy. Now, in your mind, connect this feeling, this anchor of your hand on your heart, directly to that image of you waking up in the morning. See yourself waking, and as you do, you instinctively bring your hand to your heart, and with that touch, you instantly remember this feeling of calm. The anchor fires, and your body remembers the new pathway. It remembers the feeling of a neutral, peaceful start. This is a way of creating a somatic bridge, a body-based reminder that bypasses the noisy, analytical mind and speaks directly to the deeper wisdom of your nervous system. You are teaching your body, through lived, felt experience, a new response. The old trigger, waking up, which used to lead to the response of anxiety, will now be linked to a new response. The feeling of calm that you are cultivating right now, accessed through the simple touch of your hand on your heart. This is an act of gentle but profound empowerment. It is based on a fundamental truth that we often forget. You are the creator of your inner state. While you cannot always control external events, you have a remarkable capacity to shape your internal landscape. You are not a passive victim of your own neural programming. You are an active, conscious participant in its evolution. Let this affirmation sink in. I am the gentle creator of my morning. Say it to yourself silently and feel the quiet strength in those words. I am the gentle creator of my morning. It is not about forceful creation, not about battling your way to a good morning. It is about gentle, loving cultivation. It's the way a gardener tends to their plants, with care, with patience, with an understanding of the natural processes of growth. You are tending to the garden of your own mind. So, as you drift closer and closer to sleep, hold this vision. The vision of a new morning. A morning that begins not with a jolt of fear, but with a soft landing into the present moment. A morning that begins with the quiet authority of your hand on your heart, reminding you of the peace that is your true nature. You have now given your subconscious mind a clear, beautiful, and compelling new instruction. You have given it a new story to believe, a new feeling to embody, and a new path to follow. And now, you can release it. Trust that your deeper mind will work with this new template as you sleep. The work is done. You are planting, you are anchoring, you are creating. And all of it happens within this beautiful, effortless state of deep rest. Now, as the programming for a new morning is gently set in place, we prepare to cross the final threshold into deep, restorative sleep. This is the gateway to a peaceful dawn. The work is complete, and all that is left is the sweet surrender to rest. Let's begin by transforming the very image of waking up. For many, the morning is associated with the jarring, unpleasant sound of an alarm clock, a sudden, artificial intrusion into the soft world of sleep. Tonight, let's replace that image. I want you to visualize a sunrise. But this is not a sunrise you are watching from the outside. This is a sunrise that is happening within you. Imagine that deep inside your being, at your very core, there is a tiny, warm spark of golden light. As you sleep, this spark remains, glowing gently in the quiet darkness. Now, imagine that as the time for you to wake approaches, this spark begins to grow, very slowly, very organically. It expands, not with a sudden flash, but with a gradual, almost imperceptible blooming of light. This inner dawn spreads its soft, golden hues throughout your entire body. It fills your feet, your legs, your torso with a gentle, life-affirming warmth. It flows up into your chest, your arms, your hands. It rises into your neck and head, illuminating your mind with a clear, calm radiance. This is how you awake tomorrow. Not to a harsh noise, but to the culmination of your own inner sunrise. Your consciousness will return gently, carried on the soft waves of this inner light, bringing you to a state of wakefulness that feels natural, peaceful, and whole. You are not being pulled out of sleep. You are blossoming into wakefulness. Hold this beautiful image of the inner sunrise as you drift. It is a powerful message to your subconscious. The transition to morning can be as gentle and beautiful as a natural dawn. And now, it is time to let go of the entire narrative. We have talked about the morning. We have explored anxiety. We have planted seeds of peace. We have done the important work. Now, we must release it all. Thinking about the morning, even in a positive way, is still a mental activity. And the gateway to sleep is through the cessation of mental activity. It is through pure, simple sensation. So, I invite you now to consciously release all the concepts we have discussed. Let them dissolve. Let go of any thoughts about anxiety, any thoughts about waking up, any effort to get it right. Your only focus from this point forward is the physical sensation of sinking deeper and deeper into rest. Bring your awareness to the simple feeling of your breath. Don't try to change it. Just notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest or your abdomen. Each breath is a wave, and with each wave, you are drifting further and further out on a calm, peaceful ocean. The shoreline, with all its thoughts and worries, is getting smaller and smaller in the distance. You are moving out into the vast, silent expanse of deep rest. Focus on the feeling of your body becoming heavy, a pleasant, comfortable heaviness. Feel the weight of your head on the pillow, completely supported. Feel the weight of your shoulders, your arms, your hips, sinking down into the surface beneath you. This heaviness is a sign of deep relaxation. It's the feeling of your muscles completely letting go, releasing their final holdings of tension. You are being held securely by gravity, by your bed, by the quiet of this room. You can let go completely. You are safe. Now, let's affirm to ourselves, to the deepest part of our being, that the work is done. You can say this silently to yourself. The programming is complete. The seeds are planted. My intention is set. There is nothing more for me to do. Feel the immense relief in that statement, the sense of completion. You can release the need to think, to analyze, to remember any of this. Your subconscious mind has received the messages. It has the blueprint. It will handle the integration process while you sleep. Your conscious mind, the doer, can now officially go off duty. Its job is finished for the day. You can thank it for its efforts and lovingly give it permission to dissolve into the quiet stillness of sleep. By releasing the narrative and giving yourself this message of completion, you are creating the perfect conditions for your mind to become quiet. The mind often stays active because it feels it still has a job to do. When you consciously declare the work is done, you give it the signal it needs to power down, to enter its own state of deep rest. So let every part of you absorb this truth. The work is done. The only thing left on the agenda is to surrender to the profoundly healing, restorative, and peaceful embrace of sleep. Allow yourself to be carried now, drifting on the gentle currents of your own breath, sinking into the soft, quiet darkness where all healing happens. The gateway is open. There is nothing left to do but drift through. And now, you are drifting. The shoreline of conscious thought is far behind you now. You are floating on a deep, calm current, being carried gently toward the heart of sleep. Let's allow this current to pull you even deeper into the most profound state of physical relaxation. Bring your awareness once more to the sheer physical heaviness of your body, but this time, feel it even more intensely. Feel as though your body is made of stone, a beautiful, smooth statue resting on a bed of soft velvet, so heavy, so still, so deeply at rest. It would take far too much effort to even think about moving a muscle, and that is a wonderful feeling. The feeling of complete and total surrender. Feel the heaviness in your feet and ankles. A warm, leaden weight that anchors you, that stills any last trace of restlessness. This heaviness flows up into your calves and your knees, pooling in your thighs. Your legs are so heavy, so deeply relaxed, they feel as if they are melting into the surface beneath them. Feel this deep, profound heaviness in your hips, your pelvis, and your lower back, releasing the core of your body into a state of absolute stillness. This wave of heaviness flows up your spine, vertebra by vertebra, washing over your entire back, allowing all the small, supporting muscles to finally let go, to completely release their hold. Your entire torso feels weighted, grounded, secure. Let your shoulders feel as if they have gentle, heavy weights upon them, pressing them down, releasing them from any urge to hold tension. This comfortable weight flows down your arms, through your elbows and wrists, into your hands and fingers. Your arms are anchors of peace, lying still and heavy at your sides. Finally, feel this profound heaviness in your neck and your head. Your head is so heavy on the pillow, it feels as if it could sink right through it. And in this heaviness, your mind finds its ultimate quiet. There is no effort. There is no striving. There is only the simple, physical fact of deep, heavy, peaceful rest. To deepen this journey, let's use another image. Imagine that your bed is a small, safe, comfortable boat. It is a boat built just for you, perfectly designed to hold you in comfort and security. And this boat is not tied to any dock. It is floating on a vast, calm, and silent sea. It is a moonlit night, and the surface of the water is like dark, polished glass. The air is perfectly still. The only movement is the slow, gentle, rhythmic rise and fall of your boat on the quiet, deep waves of the ocean. And you realize that the movement of the boat is perfectly synchronized with the movement of your own breath. As you breathe in, your boat rises gently, cresting a long, slow, silent wave. As you breathe out, your boat sinks just as gently into the soft trough between the waves. Inhale, a gentle rise. Exhale, a gentle fall. You are being rocked, cradled by the ocean of sleep itself. You are completely safe. There is nothing but calm, quiet water, stretching out in every direction, all the way to the horizon, where the dark water meets a sky full of soft, distant stars. There is no destination. There is no need to steer. The boat knows exactly where it is going. It is carrying you to the deepest part of the ocean, the place of perfect stillness, the place of dreams. All you have to do is lie back and allow yourself to be carried. With each rise and fall, you feel yourself letting go just a little bit more. You are releasing conscious control. This is perhaps the most important step of all. Throughout our waking day, we are constantly trying to control things: our schedule, our environment, our thoughts, our emotions. It is an exhausting, full-time job. Sleep is the time when we are invited to resign from that job, to give up the illusion of control, and to trust in a deeper, wiser process. So, right now, give yourself full and complete permission to let go. You can say it silently to yourself. I release control. Feel what happens in your body when you do that. A final, deep layer of tension you didn't even know you were holding just dissolves. You are no longer the captain of the ship. You are a passenger, being carried to a beautiful and necessary destination. You trust the boat. You trust the ocean. You trust the journey. You are allowing the mind to become what it is meant to be at night. Quiet, still, and receptive. Like the surface of the calm sea, it can now reflect the quiet beauty of the stars, rather than being churned by the winds of thought and worry. Let your mind become vast, open, and empty like the night sky. If a thought drifts by, see it as a tiny, distant cloud, passing silently and disappearing into the vastness. It doesn't require your attention. It doesn't require your energy. You can just let it drift by, returning your focus to the gentle rocking of the boat, the slow, rhythmic wave of your own breath. You are drifting. You are floating. You are being carried. And you are so close now to the shores of deep, peaceful sleep. As your boat drifts on this silent, starlit sea, you feel a final, gentle shift. The journey is nearing its destination. You are moving beyond the realm of conscious thought, beyond imagery, into the pure, formless state of deep rest. The words you are hearing now may begin to fade, to merge with the silence. And that's okay. Your conscious mind can let them go. But your deeper mind, your subconscious, is still listening. It is in this profound state of receptivity that the final messages of healing are integrated, not as concepts, but as truths that are woven into the very fabric of your being. Your subconscious mind is now taking all the seeds we planted tonight. The seeds of a neutral morning, of safety, of calm, and it is integrating them into your deepest programming. You don't need to understand how this works. You just need to trust that it is happening. A wise, ancient part of you is recalibrating your system for peace. It is reinforcing the new neural pathways, the new riverbeds, for the water of your consciousness to flow. It is tending to the new garden, ensuring the roots of calm grow deep and strong throughout the night. While you sleep, this inner healer is at work, gently dissolving old patterns of fear and replacing them with a resonant, unshakable knowing that you are safe, you are whole, and you are resilient. This integration happens effortlessly, gracefully, in the perfect quiet of your deepest sleep. And now, we begin to shift from concepts to pure sensation. The time for words is almost over. Let go of any meaning, any story. Let my voice become just a sound, a gentle vibration in the quiet of your room. And let your awareness merge completely with pure feeling. Feel the sensation of warmth, not thinking about warmth, but simply being the experience of warmth. A gentle, soothing warmth that permeates every cell, like being wrapped in a blanket that has just come out of the sun. A warmth that relaxes every muscle, calms every nerve, and fills you with a sense of deep, profound comfort. There is only warmth. Now, feel the sensation of softness, the feeling of the pillow beneath your head, the blankets around your body. But it's more than that. It's an inner softness, a letting go of all hard edges, all rigidity, all resistance. Your body is soft. Your mind is soft. Your entire being is dissolving into a state of gentle, yielding softness. There is nothing to brace against. There is only softness. Feel the sensation of quiet. Not just the absence of noise, but the presence of a deep, resonant stillness. A quiet that is so profound you can feel it. A stillness that is alive, peaceful, and full. It is the quiet of the deep ocean, the quiet of the distant cosmos. This quiet is your true nature. It is the space from which all things arise and to which all things return. You are sinking into this primordial quiet. There is only quiet. And finally, feel the sensation of peace. Not the idea of peace, but the raw, unfiltered feeling of it. A state of being that is free from conflict, free from striving, free from any sense of lack. It is a feeling of complete and utter rightness, a sense that in this moment, all is well. All has always been well, and all will be well. This peace is not conditional. It does not depend on anything outside of you. It is the very essence of your being, which you are now returning to. There is only peace, warmth, softness, quiet, peace. These are no longer just words. They are your direct experience. They are the atmosphere of your inner world as you prepare to fully let go. And so, it is time to give yourself the final, most loving permission. The permission to drift away completely. You have done everything you needed to do. You have shown up for yourself with courage and compassion. You have planted the seeds and trusted the process. Now, the greatest act of self-love is to surrender fully to the healing power that awaits you in sleep. As you listen to these last few words, you may find them beginning to fade in and out of your awareness. You might hear a word, and then drift for a while, and then hear another. That is perfect. That is a sign that you are crossing the threshold. Just allow it to happen. Don't try to hold on to the words. Let them be the final, gentle lullaby that sings you into the deepest rest. Just allow rest. The words are fading, and that's okay. Just allow rest. You are safe to let go now. Completely. Just rest. And now, the final descent. A slow, gentle journey into the welcoming silence of deep sleep. With each number, you will feel yourself sinking deeper, letting go more completely, drifting further and further away. 5. Sinking down now. Sinking into the warmth, the softness, the deep comfort of your bed. Letting go of the day. Letting go of all thought. Just a gentle, heavy, peaceful sinking. Down, down, deeper and deeper into a state of perfect calm. 4. Drifting now. Floating on that quiet, peaceful ocean. The boat is carrying you effortlessly. The stars above are soft and distant. You feel the gentle rocking, the rhythmic pull of the current of sleep. Drifting, floating, letting go completely. 3. Deeper still. So deep now. The world of wakefulness is a distant memory. You are entering the quiet, healing realm of sleep. Your body is deeply at rest. Your mind is silent. All is quiet. All is peaceful. So very deep. 2. Almost there. You can feel sleep coming for you now. A gentle, loving wave washing over you. Soft and velvet darkness. Full of peace. Full of restoration. You welcome it. You surrender to it. There's nothing left to do. Only rest. 1. Deep, peaceful, sleep. Let go. Rest now. Deep. Rest. Peaceful. Sleep. Sleep is coming for you now. A gentle, healing wave. There's nothing left to do. Only rest. Peaceful. Sleep.